Yo, Mighty! Mercy! I never see so much bomb in my life, boy. Real thing going on, boy.
Hello. Hi guys, welcome back to the BFOA podcast. You're listening to that girl B. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to this. So, we've had quite some feedback from our last one about triggers. People were kind of messaging in, letting us know kind of what their triggers were and stuff like that. So, we will be kind of doing some sort of way so that we can have interaction with you guys soon. So look out for that.
So many people were like, oh my God, work triggers me all the time.
Literally.
And I was like, I feel your pain, babes. I feel your pain.
So yeah, look out for that. We do want to do some more interaction on Instagram with you guys. So just kind of look out for all of those things. So, Ginger T, how was your week?
It was good. We all went out on Saturday, which was really cool. We went to this zombie place. Yeah, and this VR virtual thing. It was really, really cool.
It was so cool.
Them lot left me and I died. And I was really mad because they probably left me and went on the little platform. But anyway, we won't talk about that now. That's for another day.
I won. I won one of them.
Yeah, she did. She won.
I got the most kills. I got like 86 kills and like 2 deaths on like when we were like defeating the robots and we had to like.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was one of those things that I think it's in Wembley Box Park. And it was actually upstairs and it was really, really, really worth it. Like really worth the money spent.
It's so worth it. And the thing is, it could be one of those things where you just do it just one of them days when it's like something to do. You can use it for team building. You can use it for birthday, anything. Like it is so good. They have so many different games. So check it out.
Yeah, so that was good. Oh, do you know what? I want to share something with everybody. I had a really good conversation with my friend on Monday, yeah? Big up Jordan. And we went out, yeah, and we were basically having a conversation about just people and people around us, right? And he said this really amazing thing. Like he was like, look, yeah, if you spend a lot of time with some people and you think about if you was locked in a room with them, yeah, and you had like a set amount of hours to complete a particular task or complete a particular something or figure out something, or you died, yeah, do you think you and that person would make it? Do you think that they would? So basically what he was saying, do you think that they would, that you think that person, do you think you'd make it through with them? So then I was sitting down and I was thinking, like, it's mad because someone might be with you in that situation and they might be like really panicky, so they can't do it, or they might be someone who starts off really, really well and then maybe they give up, or they might be somebody who just really can't take the pressure and they're just like, no, I'm not doing anything anyway because we're probably going to die anyway. Yeah. Or you could be 2 people who can really, really thrive and do something really amazing together and actually make it through this. And or people you're going to be with who are never going to stop until they find the answer to that, no matter if they work to the last second.
So like an escape route kind of thing. Escape
yeah,
route.
Kind of like that. So he was saying like, if you think about that and then you think about the people that you spend time with, the people who you complain about, oh, they're not doing this or not doing that, or the people who you just want to do certain things for you, or you want to have them in a certain way. I feel like I'm not explaining this properly, but I feel like it's something around, we as people spend a lot of time with people, we build relationships, we do different things, and we expect things from people. Yeah. And when we sometimes don't get those things, we can get really mad or we can get really sad. And there was something in it in thinking about, if the person that you're currently sad about or you're mad with or whatever, if you was in that kind of room with them, how do you think that they would respond? Do you think that you and them could really make it through this thing? Or do you think that you and this person would completely have an argument, or it would completely break down?
I already know that there's a few people that I've been mad or sad with, and it would break down. The communication would break down. Completely.
So then why are we wasting our time with said people? Because if we couldn't make it through these particular things with them, then why am I mad or sad that
because you're living in that moment and that moment's emotion. You're not thinking about the bigger picture. At the end of the day, deep down, you know the bigger picture. Deep down, you know this is a dead situation. This is something that I need to move on from. But you cannot help but be in that moment and be in those feelings, and in that moment they do something to you. It's just like, you think no matter what, you might know, like I said, deep down that this is a dead end, but all you want
is that thing,
because it's like you're seeing that no, there is potential there, or no, like if I keep doing these things.
No, but then at this point,
them,
if you think about it like that, if you know, so that this kind of activity can make you really think and really sit down and be like, rah, yeah. So if I know in my head that this person here, I'm probably gonna die if I do anything drastic with them. Why am I wanting so much from them? Why am I expecting so much from them? Why am I wasting my time with said person? If I know deep down inside, and I know, and I can see it now because I've got an analogy and I've really thought about it, I need to get over this.
Yeah, definitely. But easier said than done. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easier said, and also you need to think about the types of relationships that you are talking about, because you're gonna have different feelings and different reasons as to why you're still remaining to try and beat a dead horse. Like, it's gonna be different. For example, if it's a friendship, you and an actual friend, you're gonna be thinking about certain reasons why you shouldn't give up on that situation because
I don't know. I feel like with this, for me, my thinking is that I don't know if anybody listening can kind of resonate with this, or can kind of, you know, can feel what I'm trying to say. But it's more around, if I can now see this, and I now can picture this, I've now accepted this, because I know hands down, if I was with someone like Becky in a room, we're gonna fight till the end of this, and we're gonna do it because I'm not giving up. I'm not doing it. Like, that's my personality anyway. However, there are some people who genuinely haven't got that kick, haven't got that push, they haven't got that. They have, and I'm not wasting my time with it. Seriously, I don't know if anyone else is feeling that, but I want you to tell me. Tell me if I'm talking rubbish. Tell me if my mate Jordan was selling me dreams.
No, he's not selling you dreams, but at the same time, you can sit here all you want and say, you know, you're not going to put up with that. And I'm not saying that you wouldn't. However, if a situation was then presented to you, are you going to follow that path of I'm not putting up with it, or are you going to let the emotion in that moment take over and affect your decision? And you can't determine that right now. That's what I think anyway. You can't. Sorry.
I think everyone should disagree with Becky and disagree with me just because I just think I deserve to be agreed with, because I felt so strongly about this point and she just stepped on it.
The thing is, what you need to do, I think, in order, you might know, okay, yeah, I know this is a bad situation, or this isn't a good situation, but if you still have an emotional tie to that person, those emotions.
But you can love people from afar. You can love people from afar.
But you have to get yourself to that point where you can love them from afar and not let what they're doing affect you emotionally. Yeah. So in that period there between, you know, like, I'm fully in there, and I'm loving you from afar, if anything happens in that moment, you cannot be 100% sure that your emotion is not going to affect the decision.
Guys, I think we need to be strong. Everybody, listen, we need to be strong. And you see those absolute dickheads out there that are just zapping your energy for no reason. Listen, get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Absolute
get
waste
rid of
zappers.
them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And you'll thank me. You'll remember this conversation, and you'll think, you know what? If I'm gonna try to apply this to a lot of people.
Okay, so then what would you say then? Or would you have any good tips about how to deal in that grey area of feeling
strong and
loving you from afar? What sort of tips do you have, or do you think might work to allow somebody to be able to get over that and not fall back into that trap?
I think spend time with yourself. So I think because a lot of the time, maybe
what does that mean?
I'm gonna get that. Can you give me a chance?
Well, sorry.
God. Anyway, so when you're spending time with yourself, you're doing things like you're spending time with your loved ones, you're spending time with the people who really do value you, the people who you can see really value you, the ones that are making you feel valued. You're doing things for yourself, like them small things, coming home a little bit earlier from work, maybe doing a proper relax, doing a face mask. A little face mask.
I love a face
A little
mask.
meditation. Like, I think just something that's for you, nothing that's involving anybody else. Maybe we need to cut out this whole some of the social media, because, you know, sometimes we're following these people on everything, and sometimes we gotta do things. Maybe we gotta come off the social media, or maybe we gotta block people.
Yep.
So I think there are a few different ways, but I just think that there is something in us being patient with ourselves and knowing that we make mistakes. We make mistakes and we can revert, but also we have the strength to come out of those mistakes and be like, you know what? I'm not putting up with this because I'm better than this. I saw something the other day. Wait, what was it? I'm going to read it to you guys. It said, one second, guys. 1 second.
Hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
Din, din, din,
It's a really
din,
good post and I
din,
just was like,
din,
oh
din,
my God.
do, do, do,
So it says, understand this, girls.
understand.
Understand this, guys. A person who settles for crumbs can't understand the mentality of someone who wants the whole cake. The whole cake! And I'm about to have the whole cake. I'm going to tell you that for sure. I'm about to have it, I'm about to eat, I'm about to lick the whole plate and my fingers too.
But what if that person thinks that the crumbs is okay?
I guess that's true. That's perspective.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
'Cause
what if somebody's looking at the
I guess
crumbs?
for them, maybe the crumbs that they've got that I'm thinking are
And
crumbs
then
is
the
their
thing
cake.
but hold on, that brings me back to my point I made last week about people living their life off of a meme.
Yeah.
Look at us trying to now break down
Nah, man.
what crumbs and who's a crumb and who's a cake.
I don't know about you lot, but I'm a cake. So I'm
The
not just a
whole
cake.
cake, guys.
I'm a sister cakes tiered cake. That's what I am. I'm a sister cakes London on Instagram tiered motherfucking cake. That's what
She's
I am.
a whole cake, guys.
Every flavour.
She want that cake.
No, Becky's doing saucy face.
I want to climb you like a mango tree. Now let me climb up. I'm whining on her, she whining on me.
Anyway, how was your week?
My week was good. I think better than last week, definitely. Energy was definitely there. Like I said, we went on that thing at the weekend, so that was just absolutely fun. And again, still just working on By Beauty. God, I can't even say my
By Noel Beauty. By
Can't
Noel
even
Beauty.
say it right. By Noel Beauty.
Amateurs.
So just still working on that. So yeah, my week's been quite good. I would say that my meme week and my meme segment is
Your meme of the week.
my meme of the week was from was it last night on Twitter, this new trend. I'm gonna tell my kids this is
The Dobby one. The one that
Listen.
Katie Hopkins. There was a meme that was on Twitter that said, I'm going to tell my kids. It was a picture of Dobby from, I think, was it Dobby?
Yeah, it was Dobby.
And it said, I'm going to tell my kids that this is Katie Hopkins.
Listen.
Oh,
Listen. Are you rude?
people rude.
Yes, they are. Yes, they're rude because thing is, I'm saving the picture because I'm definitely telling my kids that that's Katie Hopkins.
But they're going to be like, but who's Katie Hopkins? Who's that?
Just that person. That's it. That's all you need to. Listen, when we were kids and we were being told all of these figures, we didn't know who they were. We were just told that is this person and that. So
It's
that
true,
is Katie
that's-
Hopkins, isn't it? But did you see the one of real Katie Hopkins? And they were like, I'm gonna tell my kids that this was/is Satan. Yeah, damn right I am.
Katie, babes. She's having bad problems, by the way. Didn't you see she had to move out of her house and just to rent it?
Listen.
I told you, listen, guys.
Karma.
You see, people like her will never have anything because when they get whatever they got randomly anyway, and they don't value it. They don't value the people, everybody around everywhere. You need to be able to value people, and if you can't value people around you, and you can't see these connections you have to have with people, you're gonna lose everything.
Listen, I'm telling you, that has been really tickling me since yesterday. I'm gonna tell my kids. That's damn real. I'm gonna tell my kids that.
No, seriously, check it out because there's been a lot of them and it's actually been finishing me. I've been on Twitter a lot the last 2 days
Listen,
because of that. Because of
Listen,
that trend.
I love a new trend. hold my hands up. I hold my hands up. I love a new funny trend. Let's get on it.
Well, can I just say, I don't ever. How come my stuff doesn't end up trending, or how come like no, I don't get like
No.
bare retweets?
This is a real question. How do you get your stuff to start trending?
Honestly,
Like literally, DM us and tell us, because
yeah,
I don't know what it is. I remember one time I was watching The Circle. Big up The Circle, Channel 4. Yeah, I love The Circle, by the way. Anyway, I was watching The Circle and I made a tweet, and I got like something like 100 and something retweets and like 50 something likes, right?
That's never happened to me.
And I thought like
I made it.
I felt like, you know them. Don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. Where's my security?
I made it.
Where's my security? Listen, over 100 and something retweets over a tweet about The Circle. I mean, it never happened again. I tried the next day, but my joke wasn't obviously strong enough.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been trying, and for I'm a celebrity, and I think I got like 1 like.
Listen, when The Circle was on and I was on Twitter, my whole feed was #The Circle.
Yeah,
and this girl would phone me and be like, oh, here we go. Can you just shut the hell up? Shut the hell up, Becky.
I know, no, mine's hashtag I'm a celeb. Hashtag I'm a celeb.
Oh.
Hashtag I'm a celeb. The whole like, well, I'm gonna lie to you guys. I'm kind of mad because when we're recording this one, I'm gonna miss I'm a celebrity.
No, we can rewatch it.
Okay. Right. That was our intro, which was pretty long today, but it's still really funny and really interesting, so I don't mind. And I'm really hoping that you guys loved it. So remember not the last podcast, the one before that, when we had my man from prison.
Special man in jail as well. Yeah, you go pen, yeah, your guy give you a bond, yeah, and it might be good on the road, yeah, but as soon as you go pen, yeah, skin out.
And he was talking about, he wants to talk here about women giving men bun. And obviously we're not saying bun because, we say horn because obviously we're from Great so. But can I just say, before I talk about that...
I'm not going to talk through it.
Let me tell you what happened. So I said to Becky, I was like, oh yeah, we could talk about, we'll talk about it, but we'll use the word horn. She was like, what? Horn? She's like, doesn't horn mean sex?
No, I meant not sex.
No, that's what she said. That's what she said. She said, doesn't horn mean sex? And I was like, you're so British. Listen.
Whatever.
I was like,
listen, do you have to make...
babes, it doesn't mean that. It's basically the same as bun.
So sorry, how's one to know that?
I mean, how don't you know that? Want to be doing up
jab?
Want to be doing up jab hashtag 473, yeah, but don't know that what the word horn means.
Listen,
I'm dumb.
I'm flipping British. I'm so British. It's hilarious. And I don't even try to act like I'm the most British Grenadian kayak you will ever. I don't care, because you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, I'm kayak and done in it, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm British too.
But I'm the most British one you're gonna find, and that's it. Anyway,
she is. I mean, she calls me Tanty, and I'm just like,
because listen. See, Tani, it's so bush. I've never had such a bush friend. Like, my whole life. Like, when I tell you I'm English, my whole life.
Oh my God, Becky's so English.
My whole life, I've known where I'm from, whatever, but my main friends is in terms of who I'm around on a daily basis have never been bush like this. Like, this is a new thing for me, and... It honestly feels like home, but I have to call her Tanty because she acts like a Tanty. Everything. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because that is like my business. Anyway. So I had a question for Becky, right? So Becky, who do you think gives the most bun?
Don't you mean horn?
Oh yeah, we're using horn. Horn. Sorry. Who do you think?
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, I think in this day and age, it's either half and half, or I think maybe...
Did you say women?
I think it's half and half, and I think with a certain demographic, the women bypass it by just a tad.
Which demographic is that?
I mean, I don't know what demographic. I'm just saying.
So how can you
Just
say
the-
that if you don't know what demographic
Because
it is?
I mean it in more like, not necessarily like all of the, but I think there's a very large group of females in this day and age that are really ruining it.
But then, do you know what?
For
I really want to believe. This is what I really want to believe. Because this is what I will keep saying because I really want to believe it. That women only cheat, yeah, because, like,
if you say that, listen, I'm gonna let you land. Go on.
I just feel like I want to believe. Because the thing is, I guess in my head I know this is wrong.
No, stop being around.
But I want to believe that the women did it for a reason, and that it's because something happened. And she's giving me a dirty look, and I'm scared, guys.
Okay, so what happened?
Like they was unhappy or like something.
So you don't think that young people
For no reason.
Just cause for the fuck of it?
I feel like men do that for no reason.
Okay, and why do you think women don't do it for no reason? Because why?
Why you put me on the spot?
Because you said it. That's what you think, innit?
Yeah, but I just
But what?
But because we wouldn't do that.
Maybe you wouldn't do that, but you can't speak for. There is a large demo. At the end of the day, let's not act like in this day and age, women do not glorify sleeping with people, man. Women glorify the fact that they can get this man, that man, they can do this. Women glorify the fact that they have a man, but next man still want them, and it's so glorified now. And women are they're so much easier now to put it out there and show it and have this I don't give a fuck mentality that I don't understand how you can still think that women do it because of emotional needs. What?
Because I just feel like, can you stop looking at me
Because
like that? Because you're hurting my feelings now. You're hurting my feelings and you're making me feel silly. Okay? And that's not, we're not here to judge people. We're here to share a view and have a discussion.
Oh, here we go.
That's
Here
what
we
we're
go.
doing.
Here
Anyways.
we go.
All right. So, okay. So, who does it better?
Ah. Would have to say women.
Yeah, because I think
have to say
the only
women.
way that men are going to find out if the woman is cheating is if they kind of wanted them to find out or they weren't really that bothered, because women tend to hide things really well.
Yeah, women do tend to hide things a lot better than men.
Like even if you look at like people, man, yeah, like I feel like if you're sleeping with someone's man or someone's sleeping with someone's man, the only way that the woman will find out or anything is if the man messed up and the woman told them. Because
But do you know what I think? I think with men, I think that they get sloppy. So I think that they start, there are some men that are sloppy from the beginning. Like, you know what I mean? They don't clean up well after themselves in terms of,
that kind of sounds a bit.
receipts.
That kind of sounds.
No.
That kind of sounds a bit. Guys, you don't clean up very well.
I meant like receipts.
Walk with your tissues.
I meant like receipts, like text messages, stuff like that. Yeah. So I feel like there are men that are just lazy from the jump. But I think that, the majority, they start off really well, cleaning up the receipts, making
Can you
sure
stop saying clean up? Seriously, can you stop saying clean it up? Because I'm getting images. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting things are popping into my brain.
Images of what?
Oh, I forgot that you was gonna ask me that. I mean, I kind of think I forgot that you was probably gonna say something. Like that.
Yeah.
I forgot we was on a podcast.
Anyway, listen.
I mean, you don't know what's in my head. I'm sorry.
But no, I think that, and then after a while, because things seem to be going good, no one seems to be clocking on to nothing. They get
Start
comfortable with it.
relaxing.
They start relaxing, and they start because of that, the relationship between him and the person now starts amping up. You start getting a bit more daring, and if he's doing that with one of those girls that like to test the waters and to see where his head is at and to see where his respect is at towards his girl. You know what I mean? And she starts doing
overstepping boundaries.
overstepping those boundaries. And if he lets it happen, doesn't pull her up on it, starts getting lazy, then you're gonna get caught, babes. Simple things, innit?
You're gonna get caught, babes.
No, seriously, you're gonna get caught. But I think with women, I think that, you know, it is more structural. They don't forget about cleaning up receipts. They don't forget those things.
Yeah.
They're a lot more on point in terms of concealing things and stuff like
And
that.
also, I think that with women, they won't miss something because of doing something silly. Their business is always dealt with. Whereas I think sometimes men, as you said before, tend to get a bit sloppy and start missing out on things or doing things that are, when you start coming out of your usual routine with your partner, when you start coming out of your usual routine with your partner, and on today of all days, now when we normally do this, you're doing something completely different and you're not here. Listen.
And you know what? That's probably happening because the girl's testing him.
Yeah.
The thing is testing him.
The thing is like,
and the thing is
so what,
telling
are you
him.
coming here today then? So what? Am I just a weekend thing then? So what?
You like 9 to 5 on the weekend. Make him lose his
Seriously.
mind. Listen, I'm telling you, because she was testing him and he
didn't know what to do. He
didn't know what to do.
He panicked.
And the most dickhead thing you could do was go with the
Go
side
with
thing.
the side thing. I'm not being funny, but that's the thing as well. Like, where in your head? Why was that the option? Why was that the option to go? I've got a lot of questions. We needed a man here.
No,
today.
we really should have
man.
had one.
We should have had a man here today because I got a lot of questions for them. So many questions.
Seriously, there's a lot of questions.
Because it doesn't make any sense. And a lot of them will do silly things like that, like have their woman and go do some dumb thing that's completely out of the picture or completely out of the ordinary, and then go back to their girlfriend and act like the girlfriend's mad. No, you're mad. No, you're the one who's mad, because how today have you thought this is an acceptable thing to do?
Okay, so I've got something. Do you ever think there's a reasonable reason to giving anyone horn and ever?
Okay, a logical reason. This is not a morally right reason. Like, this is not into the morals. But if you're dating somebody, or if you've been with someone for a long time, and financially they are your something. Obviously, you know you haven't got much money or whatever. You've got whatever agreement it is that, you know, because you lot are together. You might, I don't know, not work as many hours, whatever it is. Yeah, and he maybe steps out on you, or he does something, I don't know, something to you that's making you feel like, you know, he's not worth your time or whatever, or not worth your time at the moment, and you have not yet worked out a way to get out of this situation without losing out, or without being homeless, or without being broke. Maybe then it's okay to do it, because, you know, you're not happy with your man, but you can't leave because he's got all the money. So I'm not saying it's morally right. I'm just saying in a logical reason, in terms of like life or death. Like,
so they don't have no friend they can go and stay with. They have to go for one man to the next one.
No, not one. I'm not saying one man. I mean, you'll still be with your man, yeah, but you're still trying to work out what you're doing next, innit? So
you work out what you're doing next in doggy.
No.
So that's what you're saying, then?
Because someone might tickle your fancy. If someone tickles your fancy, and you don't want to sleep
I'm
with
not
your
being funny. Listen, no. Because you know where there's so many flaws in that story.
But I didn't say. I said it was not morally. I said it.
No,
I
it
said in
wasn't
terms of
logically,
morals.
but it
Yes,
wasn't.
was.
Shall I tell you why? Let me tell you why. Because if you're in that situation, listen.
I think I'm right, and I just don't want it. I'm right. This is me. This is what happens right now. This is when I start acting like this.
This is
I
stubborn.
I start doing that. Well, I'm sitting down with my hands folded now, and I'm like, well,
listen,
that's it then. Because
But listen,
I said what I said.
If you're in a situation and you're in that, you don't have much money, you don't have nothing, you don't have nowhere to go. Your man's cheated on you already because of that situation, and there's already stressful things you don't like. You know, you don't have no feelings for him no more. Isn't your first concern, how am I gonna get money? Not oh, that guy tickles my fancy. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not saying your first instinct is to go with another man. I'm just saying, if you was in a situation and you haven't worked out how you're leaving it yet, and somebody comes along and you happen to, I'm not saying you go out there looking for a next man. Oh, let me go and bend over for this man because he upset me. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it happens, then if it happened, although it's not morally right, I mean, I can see why it would happen.
See, what I think is more logical is same sort of situation, but a woman who now is feeling like their man doesn't love them anymore, but but with more apparent things. So it could be a thing where they are cheating themselves, but all the things that they used to do, you know, he used to do for her, you know, he's not doing anymore. You know, he's probably stopped touching, they've stopped having sex, he stopped telling her that he loves her. Maybe she's feeling really cold from him, he's never home, he never wants to talk anymore, and she's literally feeling like a loner in her own relationship, marriage, home, everything. I think again, it's not logical, but then, you know, she might have a friend that she's, you know,
A friend. There's always a friend.
no, a friend that
There's always a friend.
crying, you know, a shoulder to cry
That
on.
don't make it okay.
That shoulder to cry on is a
to ride
dick
on.
to ride on.
Okay, but we need to start being a bit fair, because, you know, what is it okay? When is it ever okay for men to cheat? Like, when is it ever okay for that to happen?
I mean, you can reverse it, because women do act like that, and women can be horrible. At the end of the day, the same way we want good morning texts and all of this stuff, and, you know, these random messages just thinking about you, and these pet names like King or stuff like that. The same way, we want, princess or stuff like that. The same way we want that, your man wants that. Don't ever think that he doesn't want that. He might act like, no, he wants that. Like, even like, yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before, was International Men's Day. You know what I mean? You could have come home and been like, babe, you know, happy International Men's Day. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is, you know what I mean? Appreciate your man. I'm sorry. But girls want all the appreciation. Girls want everything. I want this, I want that, I want this. But what are you doing for your man? What are you doing?
But then also, I think that there's something in like there. Oh, do you know, this stuff is really difficult, because I think there's something around like men and how, like, when they are, because some men will be like, oh yeah, I want that girl and I'm gonna chase her and and they'll chase a woman until they get something, and then when they get something, it starts getting real relaxed. Everything changes, you know, because once you run them front, listen. They're like, oh, ow, I just hit the mic with my hand.
Because she was so excited. She was getting so passionate about when they get them.
When you run them front, next thing. Next thing they're doing up, there ain't no more good morning texts.
Listen.
The good morning texts is done. They're finished. They expect
Listen.
those. And the next thing, when you ring them and you're saying something to them, they're like, I ain't heard from you all day. Oh, what? I need to call you every minute of the day. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, you do.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, you do need to do that. Shall I
Shut
say
the hell
why?
up.
Because keep the same energy
Or
that you came
don't
with.
do it.
Or get away.
Yeah.
Get
And-
right away.
Exactly. And this is what ends up happening. Like, they start getting real relaxed, or it's that
And
thing
then,
of like,
yeah.
it's when, and it's that thing of like, when men like to say things like, oh yeah, oh, I like that person, or I like you. Okay, well, what are you gonna do about it? Are you going to keep saying it? Are you going to keep saying it on WhatsApp? Are you going to keep saying it on Instagram? Are you going to keep saying it when you see somebody? Or are you going to what? Are you just waiting for the person to say, all right, come, let's go off into the distance? Absolute dickheads.
Listen, those are the funniest ones.
Like, what's that about though?
Listen, keep the same energy.
All the time.
Keep consistent. If you can't be consistent, then don't do nothing.
Don't do it. Because at the end of the day, yeah, why are you going to start something again and have someone feeling like, oh, they don't really business now? It's not nice, guys. It's not nice. We don't like it.
Fix up,
look sharp.
Fix up, look sharp.
One more question.
Okay.
How would you deal with porn?
Boy. Listen, I could sit here and give you lot a serious answer. I could give you a jokes one, and I could tell you all these good things that could happen. But if I think about it, and I'm gonna keep it real, like we said, I'm crying, and that's it. I'm crying and I'm blaming myself. Then I'm gonna get mad at him. Then I'm gonna want to do some revenge shit. Then I want to get mad. Like, I'm gonna do a lot of things. I'm gonna go through every single. I'm a Cancer, innit? I'm a Cancer, and I'm a very emotional person. And I'm going to go through every single emotion with force as well. Like,
do they have their own time limit? Like, is it like 5 minutes, 4 minutes?
I don't know. Some could be all in one. Like, a lot of things can happen. But then I really don't know what I would do in that situation. I really don't know. And I think what would you do?
I'd lose my shit first. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd lose my I would be like, are you dumb? Like, do you know what it is? Yeah, as you talked about star signs, I'm a Capricorn. We're loyal as fuck. Like, I'm so loyal. If I'm gonna ride for you, I'm gonna ride for you till the end. Like, that's
true, guys.
Nothing. I started thinking about something else.
How funny.
Guys,
Wow, Tony.
But the joke is, I thought you was making the joke.
I wasn't.
I realised that because you did it. When you looked at me, you were confused. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm a Capricorn, and we're really loyal. So for me, like, I can't handle stuff like that. So I would go from probably being really upset, like, and trying to be really logical, because we're quite logical people, like, kind of be logical for like 10 minutes, and then I'd probably do some shit like cut your shit up or something. Like, I probably would cut up your thing. I'd probably cut, because I need to get one up in it. I need to get one up a little bit, because I'd lose my shit first. That's me being honest. Like,
keep it real.
But, yeah, and because I'm so loyal that I'm never gonna that's not in me, innit? So if I ride for you, I ride for you. If you're my good friend, you're my, like, do you know what I mean? That's me. So that's what it is.
What I will say is, if any of you have any stories about anything and you want to share, hit us up on Instagram at But First of all spelled correctly. Let us know. We can laugh about it.
Email butfirstofall@gmail.com as well, all spelled correctly.
And we might, talk about, read some out in future episodes, if there are any good funny ones. So yeah, let us know your experiences if you're currently horning.
When Becky says horning, it sounds funny.
Because I think it's funny when I do it now, because now I really know what it means.
What I do wrong again, la.
And I proper sang that song
Tell
to
me
her,
what I do
like...
wrong again. Sorry guys, thanks. So we should we do a little people man?
Yeah, let's do a little people
so
man.
Today's people man's a little bit different, because somebody sent me something, yeah, and I just want everyone to just listen to this and just think about the things that we say as people, because sometimes people just need to shut the hell up. So, I mean, I'm not going to use her names, but this is what she wrote. I mean, back in my teenage days, people man was the go, laugh my ass off. I'm not proud, but to be honest, it was less headache. But I mean, y'all taking this thing and make joke like it's a profession for you lot now. Do you even know what it's like to have your own, be able to move in public because it's yours? Somebody might be thieving on the side, but in public, it's yours. And then when their man and their woman are there, you can't even say nothing to them, only watching them and screw your face up. Grow the fuck up. Take it from a retiree of the People Man squad. And yes, it was a thing. Hashtag secure something.
Hashtag shut the fuck up.
Shut the hell up. Listen, shut the hell up. This is one of those things, yeah, where people always want to give their opinion. Nobody cares. I'm not being funny, but you had your chance to do it. Let the people them that want to see with the people, man.
Do you know what? In saying that, that's just jogged my memory. Listen, I knew somebody, right? And this person, anytime there was any situation where where people would talk about people, man, they will be in this situation and they'll be the first one to be like, you know what? Yeah, that's horrible shit. Like, I can't believe people do things like that. Like, they always had an opinion about people, man. Like, it was such a bad. Little did I find out that person was sleeping with people, man, themselves. So listen.
My thing is, like, people always want to share their advice about stuff, yeah, and just be like, I take it from me. I think. But you had your chance to do it, and you learned from it, and you learned all this. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Nobody wants your opinion. Nobody wants your advice. Shut the hell up.
Listen, did you apologise to the people?
Yeah.
Because you slept with the man.
Also,
did you do that?
And also, how can she write, yeah? How can you say somebody might be thieving yours on the side, but in the public is yours? I'm not being funny. So you're telling me that I should get a man, yeah, and I should not. It doesn't matter if someone else is sleeping with my man,
because at least you could show him off in public. Listen,
are you dumb?
Get away.
Get
listen away.
Listen.
Get away.
People are so wild.
Get away.
People are. I'm gonna have easy bit because I can't. No,
Because people always want to talk and people always want to go on like, oh yeah, go away.
shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up, because at the end of the day, you will sleep with people, man. So do the people know?
Did the people know? Did you apologise to the people for spoiling their relationship with the people, man?
Come and show us screenshots of you. Send that to the people. That same little
Yeah, send it to the people
quote that you
and tell
done.
them I'm sorry. I
Send
hold
it
my
to
hands
the-
up.
send
It was
to
all
the
me.
flipping people, and then come back and we'll reveal the conversation. Because shut the hell up.
Yeah, honestly, it was when I was just like, it's one of those things where you didn't need to say that. You just really first of all, you wanted everyone to know that you was previously sleeping with people's man. So you wanted everyone to know that. You did it before, but you know what? I'm a good person now, and I don't do that anymore. But she's probably still sleeping with somebody's man.
Of course. Of course.
Like,
of course
and you're giving other people your
she is.
hashtag secure something. What?
Get away, man.
So I should secure something that might be getting feed in
just so I can
hold
so
his
I
hand-
can do up Instagram
so I can
posts.
hold his hand in public.
So I can do up.
Am I an idiot?
Yeah.
You can't take me for idiot. I'm sorry. You cannot take me for idiot. I'm sorry. There is no taking me for idiot. I swear that there's not.
Absolutely not 1 ounce.
Take me for idiot. Listen, you can take your mum for idiot. I don't care. Take your mum for idiot. I don't business. No, seriously. Are you dumb?
Take your damn family for but not me, mate.
Not me. You're.
Oh gosh. Anyway, guys.
But wait, before we go, you're gonna see we're gonna be launching some t-shirts.
Oh yes.
With our slogans. The ones we have, the first ones we have actually designed and printed are. Drum roll, please. Tech gal man. Listen, that is what. Listen.
Just
The
look
t-shirt-
out for it.
Listen, look out for it. The t-shirt is bad.
Tech Gal Man t-shirt. Then the second
one is stop saying silly things.
I love that one.
Yeah. And the last one is can you pack it in? Can you pack it in? Stop it. Just pack it in. And I think after this podcast, we're gonna have shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
The hell up.
Shut the hell up. That's what we're gonna have.
So yeah, look out for the new merch. So yeah, thanks for listening. You've been listening to That Girl B.
And I am Ginger T, and thank you so much for tuning in and so much for the support. It's been amazing. To be honest, I want to big up everybody who has shared, liked, commented, because you know what? I feel like there is this thing in our little community where people feel like they don't want to share or whatever, and I feel like there's this thing of people a little bit of a kick side, like, I don't want certain people to do better than this person. And you know what? I'm telling you now, when I boss, I'm sharing everybody's things. So
everyone.
I'm sharing everybody's things. If you
all
are,
about
do you know what I mean?
support,
You know what I
mate.
mean? We're
It's
all
all
supporting
about
each other.
support.
I'm sharing out the things, and I'm watching you lot, and I'm watching. Just saying.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you follow us on our socials, Instagram @But First of all spelled correctly. My private is at thatgirlb_XOXO.
Cup of ginger _T.
And we've also on SoundCloud and YouTube BFOA podcast. Bye guys.
Enjoy your week.